Okay, that was a horrendous trade. Try to read the chaos. We got it! We got Echo. We finally freaking got Echo. Yes! Take that. Welcome to the 3-color quarterstaff Nova Seeker Guide. This build is my take on using the extremely diverse Nova cards from the newest expansion, Eclipse. Novas. What's a Nova card? The Nova cards are a set of cards of which there are at least one for each color and each color pair, meaning one green, blue, red, divine, green, blue, green, red, etc. Each Nova card does something related to its colors. For instance, the red one, Stone Nova, gives you armor. The green one, Poison Nova, poisons the enemy and gives you potency. The red-blue one, Storm Nova, gives you chain, and so on. The Novas all work best when played together as a group because of the synergy they all share in common. Every Nova card gets played an additional time for each unique Nova card that was played before it. What does this mean exactly? If I play Bone Nova and then play a Chaos Nova, the Chaos Nova gets played twice. However, if I play a Fire Nova and then another Fire Nova, the second one only gets played once. You need to play different types of Novas to trigger them multiple times. Our main Nova for this build is Sand Nova. Sand Nova plays a basic attack. Very simple. There's so many basics in the game, however, so which one are we going for? My choice is the Quarterstaff, because it scales every time it hits. As we're intending to make Sand Nova trigger as often as possible, this means endlessly scaling damage, which will help us take down stronger and stronger opponents as the game progresses. The Seeker being a green-blue energy class by default also makes the Sand Nova easy to find. You might struggle to find it on a warrior or an arcanist, for instance. To make this build stronger and or more fun, we will be using the Malignancy Pantheon of Trickery, which changes all shrines into Shrines of Trickery. This lets us put keywords on our cards. We're aiming primarily for Echo and Figmented to put on Sand Nova to trigger it multiple times. Deactivate all packs besides Eclipse. This pack contains all the Novas. Cards. The loadout. Our starting weapon is the Quarterstaff. This is very important, it scales with each hit. This weapon needs to connect to scale. Defensives like evasion and or barrier can be very detrimental to us. Weapon talent. There are tons of options here, however my favorite is Surging Weapon, since it gives us one more Quarterstaff via Surge of Dexterity. Focused Weapon is also fine. The other option is to go more defense focused with Mindful Weapon or Tranquil Weapon. Our starting card is Vitalize. We're making a lot of basic attacks. This will keep us healthy and also draw us cards. Good cards. For the most part, you just want to pick up one of every Nova you find and aim for 3 Sand Novas in total. My tier ranking for the Novas in this build is number 1, Sand Nova. Number 2, Storm Nova. Play this just before Sand Nova to boost the damage massively. 3, Chaos Nova. The effect is meh, but it doesn't cost any energy and ups the Nova count by 1. Pretty neat. 4, Bone Nova. Works well combined with Storm Nova, is also the only Nova that can be upgraded. 5, Frost Nova. Reduces your opponent's damage. Then there's Stone Nova, a bit of defensive action. 7 is Poison Nova, gives you potency, which is pretty much irrelevant. And 8 is Fire Nova, which the amount of fire damage is just totally negligible. And then 9 is the Holy Nova, which we will probably never see because we're not playing a Divine build. Offensive cards. Mind Strike lets you convert cards you were holding onto temporarily or Novas you've already played into more basic attacks. Fine to grab one. Might want to dispose of this later in the run though. Quick Jab. Definitely take one of these if you find them. Gets in one additional Quarterstaff hit for free. Can also be used to break things like Impervious or Evasion. Agile Mind. Decent defense and later in the game, energy generation. Get this memorized as soon as you can. Add Figmented if possible. Assassin's Mark. Critical strikes, big damage. Store this one up to use just before a massive Sand Nova. Taurus Rage. Feel free to pick this up later in the game. Don't bother trying to advance all the way through on the lower difficulties. Your opponents will die 100% before you can make that many basic attacks. Defense and utility cards. Cloak and Dagger. An okay defensive option if you don't find Agile Mind, but not key. Revivify combines very well with Mind Strike due to the discard clause. Sanguine Scrying, generically good card draw with a bit of risk to your own health. Symbol of Unity, draws us 2 to 3 cards for free, definitely take one if you find it. Centaur's Truth, same as the other path, grab it late game if you have some card draw going, but it's more fun than essential. Vault, great if you have the Tough Bones talent or a very easy way of getting ward to prevent the stunned. Alter Memory, this card deserves its own small subsection. If you manage to find the card Alter Memory, try and sculpt a perfect starting hand, meaning 5 cards by default. You can memorize more if you have additional card draw via talents such as Keen Mind. Your starting 5 should look something like this. Number 1, Agile Mind. Number 2, Chaos Nova. Number 3, Storm Nova. Number 4, Sand Nova. And number 5, Vitalize. This means you can play Agile Mind to get evasion and generate energy, then play Vitalize, Chaos Nova, Storm Nova, and then Sand Nova for a lot of damage and sustain on turn 1. If you're drawing more cards than 5, feel free to also memorize a Sanguine Scrying or a Symbol of Unity to destroy even more cards. Imbues. As with many other basic attack builds, there is one king enchantment, Master of Arms. This lets your quarterstaff scale even more. The upside here is that they don't even have to connect to scale. So unlike the quarterstaffs, which are on hit, Master of Arms merely counts how many quarterstaffs you have played. So this lets you stack up damage even if you're not connecting. Flurry of Blows is also excellent. It just gives you more free basic attacks. Great. Talents. Okay, big talent talk time. My first note, I think that the Supernova talent is a bit of a trap. Think about it. What is Supernova doing that we can't accomplish otherwise? Its main selling point is its shortcuts having every possible Nova in your energy colors, which of course is our goal, but not something that we can't achieve otherwise. I'd rather take a generically good talent like Benevolent or Tough Bones if offered alongside this. If anything, I think that completely filling your deck with every single Nova you can play can dilute your deck too much. Having 3 to 4 different Novas, ideally Storm, Chaos, Frost, and Bone, with 3 additional Sand Novas is fine. Now, the main selling point of Supernova is that it unlocks the possibility, not the guarantee, of finding Nova Mastery, which admittedly is extremely good. It enables you to get rid of all the subpar Novas and just go all in on Sand Nova. However, you might just never see it. I'd recommend not taking Supernova if you want to optimize the build. It's not bad if you just want to get the Novas going and there's nothing else good on offer, but it's by no means a necessity. Offensive talents. Endless Arsenal. This is a great talent, it ups your quarterstaff damage, or alternatively breaks impervious or evasion for quote-unquote free. Magical Ornaments. It's a nice filler talent, does what it says, take it if nothing else is on offer. Defensive and or utility talents. Nova Savant. This is okay. Pretty good for sustain if you have Momentous Recovery and Vitalize. Not a priority, but not bad either. Compassionate, Benevolent, and War Priest. Great as always. If you see them, take them. Strength in Numbers. Broken in every build, all the time. You see this, you take it. Almost guarantees a free run at every difficulty. Keen Mind, Insatiable Curiosity, draws more cards, always great. Sacred Shield, pretty neat, fine to take if nothing better shows up. Mobility, pretty good if you have a memorized Agile Mind. The strategy. This build initially plays as a normal quarterstaff build. Hit your opponent, then hit them harder. Sustain with Vitalize. Hope to find some Novas. Feel free to use some gold to heal up in Bright Candle to stay alive. We don't really need to buy anything expensive for this build or imbue a lot. All the Novas are common rarity, so they only cost 10 gold with the merchant. Keep 100 gold around after Canto 5 to imbue Master of Arms. Every time you see a shrine, and don't forget to turn on the Pantheon of Trickery Malignancy before the run, click on the Read the Chaos option. If the keyword is Echo or Figmented, add it to your Sand Nova. If it's reliable, put it on your Quick Jab or any other ambush cards you have. If it's memorized, put it on Agile Mind. Otherwise, dump everything onto your Sand Novas. At level 4, choose Greater Strength. This enables us to find Master of Arms. If you got Master of Arms luckily imbued via the Trader Imp opportunity, you may disregard this and take another green or blue energy. It's the only red card we really need. The Storm Nova is pretty sick too. Also worth considering if you have Symbol of Unity, because it draws one more card this way. Route for this build usually is the Weeping Woods, the Abandoned Camp, don't go to the Mansion. The Illusion mechanic will break your back as a basic attack focused build. Then we're going to the Swamp, the Amber Mines to recruit Serena. Then we're going to go to the Snow level, then the Onyx Cathedral, and then Dante. With Dante, the way the fight works is you just need to hit him harder than he hits you. There's nothing very technical or special going on here. You won't have more than 1 or 2 imbues, if at all, so his Arcane Overload is not going to hit you very hard. Just smash. This build is pretty good against the Spine of Night. You just need to watch out for the Spine's Entropy ability, which casts a Vile Decay, which will convert your cards into Sins. Do not give it your Sand Novas. Ideally, you will have something like Spoils of War or Endless Arsenal, so you can feed conjured cards to the Vile Decay instead. Feel free to go to any other Canto, of course, but this is the most straightforward and most rewarding path. I hope you enjoyed the guide, and I look forward to seeing your Seeker runs being posted on the Discord. So this is another one of these funny builds built entirely around... Oh, this is the weapon talent, by the way. You click on it, it shows you one of each surge. You pick one, you start with it in your hand. Next combat, we're just doing this. Gives us green, conjures a basic attack. This is another one of those interesting basic attack builds where you're actually trying to remove every single basic attack from your deck. Got rid of both of our blocks already. And the reason you're doing that is the quarterstaffs themselves just aren't that amazing, and it's much better to have things that can play multiple basic attacks. That includes obviously stuff like the Sand Nova. So I'd rather have one Sand Nova that can play up to 5 or 6 basic attacks with Echo, go up to like 10, than one quarterstaff, right? That makes sense. So quarterstaff, evade, kill. So our main form of sustain with this build is going to be Vitalize our starting card. So this turn gain 1 health and momentum for every basic attack you make. I mean, what are we doing? We're making lots of basic attacks, right? That's pretty straightforward. But yeah, so I explained earlier that getting the Supernova talent is really good for this build, and that is absolutely true. However, the more I've played this build, and I've been playing it a lot recently, I don't... Ooh, do we give them a card for the free heal? Thing is, if it takes our healing potion or vitalize, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm sorry. I'm actually starting to think that the Supernova talent is a little bit of a trap. And my reason for that is that there is nothing the Supernova talent itself is doing for you can't achieve otherwise, right? So it's giving you 1 of every Nova you could play into your deck. So you've basically instantly solved your problem of, well, where am I going to find the Novas? You know, how do I obtain all of these? Oh, Quick Jab, amazing card in this build. Free card, makes a basic attack, and it draws a card. So you basically just get like 1 stack of quarterstaff damage for free. Insane. Always worth taking one of these. So yeah, you get all of these Supernova, you get all the Nova cards put in your deck, you're fully stocked, you get all your Novas, you're ready to go. But the thing is, like, you can just find the Novas. You don't need to use an entire talent slot for that. So it's kind of the easy way there. And I think if you're just playing this build for fun, just like, you know, enjoying the game, whatever, do it. But I think if you're really trying to push this build to the maximum, I would actually avoid not taking the Supernova talent. Ooh, Cloak and Dagger, that could be good. Cloak and Dagger just gives us evasion at the start of our turn if it's in hand. This is a really good defensive card for like the first few Cantos. The one really good thing about Supernova, however, is that once you have taken it, it unlocks another talent you can take later. I forget the name of it. It might be Nova Master, Nova Savant. I think there's 2 of them. And that one is quite interesting because it changes the way the Novas react to each other. Because the way Novas usually work is each one of them will only trigger one extra time per different type of Nova that's been played before. But once you have that talent, it basically just says every time you play a Nova, it'll do them again. So you could play 4 Sand Novas and each one will trigger an extra time based off the previous one, which is not how it works normally. So that can be pretty good if you're on a high difficulty, like hard or impossible. But yeah, the Supernova talent itself is just like, I'm not sure I'm entirely convinced by it. So let's see, definitely not Conjurer. Jack of all trades is kind of interesting because it means you don't really need to think about your energy at all anymore, but no, not duplicity, not survival instincts. Durable, debatable. Magical, obviously it's between magical ornaments and durable. I think in the long run, durable is probably better. Magical ornaments just as do, I don't know actually. It's hard to say because sometimes having more health obviously means, I mean, you have more health, right? But doing more damage can sometimes mean that you kill your opponents quicker, so you take less damage. So in a way, you can almost argue, you know, best defense is good offense. But it's kind of up to you to figure out. So there, I probably shouldn't have played that. Oh, okay. So we got our first Nova, the primary one, Sand Nova. Very good. So we have that. So at the moment, Sand Nova isn't really doing much at all. It's just playing a basic attack. So in a way, it's actually worse than our basic attacks because all of our basic attacks already have 1 level worth of upgrades on them. Because once you unlock some unlocks in the character tree, you get a free upgrade. So it's actually worse than the basic attack right now. I'm kind of getting my ass handed to me here. I've just noticed I'm pretty low on health. Jesus. Let's see. Quick jab. Play this. Boom. I'm pretty sure this seed contained the Passionate Talent. It's been a while since I played it. Okay, so let me show you how this shrine thing works. So all of the shrines are now the shrines of trickeries. I think the way this works is per amount of blue energy you have, you can click on try to read the chaos and it will show you 1, or if you think you have 2 blue energy, 2 keywords, and you can either add a random one, which is really risky because it can add something horrendous to your card, or you add whatever it says there. I'm adding Firecast to Sand Nova. I mean, when is this going to come up? Probably not at all, is the truth. Let's heal here. However, why put it on anything else? I mean, I guess it might get buried by an opponent, and then we'll get a free cast off of it. That's pretty cool. But it's whatever. We're really just looking for the number 1, the S tier keyword you want is Echo, because it just plays it twice. I mean, that's insane. But if you can't get that, Figmented is also good. It's like Echo, but worse, because you can play it twice, but you have to pay for the second copy, whereas with Echo, it's just free. Then other good things are getting it reliable. Just means you can play it out of being stunned or whatever. Oh God, what else? Having it memorized, that can be quite nice. Having chain on it can actually be really good, and I'll show you guys later why. So the second best Nova is the one that gives us chain, because if you play that and you get like 10 chain, and then you play Sand Nova, it will add all of the chain to every single individual basic attack that you make. So the whole thing will just do 10 damage more per instance. So that is probably the second best Nova. The worst Nova is probably the fire one or the poison one. Actually, the fire one's probably the worst because we just don't have any synergies with it. Let's see. Consul Evelyn. Alchemist. Let's get rid of a quarterstaff. Yes, give me a random potion. That is fine. Blacksmith. We can remove another basic attack. Again, we're cutting down on these. We are spending gold to heal ourselves because our sustain kind of sucks right now. And we are leaving and going to the Blightwoods. his build can really struggle in the Vesperan manner because a lot of the guys there can dodge your basic attacks. And yeah, that can end your run pretty quickly. Read the Chaos. We get Reliable. I'm not going to put Reliable on Sanova. I'm putting it on this card here that has Ambush in case we draw the Quick Jab and we don't normally have our Ambush condition. Reliable means the Ambush condition is just always live, which is really good. Forge. We're going to throw Weapon in the fire. Get rid of a Quarterstaff. What did we get? Oh, we got Juggling Balls instead. I mean, that's even worse. Okay, well. We'll take your coin. Kind of don't want to fight the first strike opponent while I am currently bleeding. Yeah, that Raven interaction, you get the coin, be start next combat with 5 bleeding. So if you can avoid fighting the opponent with first strike, you're probably in a good spot. I mean, he's still going to get through us here, but maybe only with the second blow. Yeah. Maybe with enough luck, we can get enough basics here to kill him. Yeah, good. Nice. You could go Surge Stone here. I've tried it before, like adding more and more surges to the deck and playing with Surge Stone. It's just a bit slow. It takes a while to get going. I'm gonna go straight to the Merchant here. For the most part, we don't have anything very expensive that we need. We're just kind of hoping to find other surges. No surges, but we do find Agile Mind, which is an amazing card. You just need to get memorized on it. And Mind Strike is actually also pretty good at this point in the game, because the thing is, so the reason Mind Strike is good is if we read it real quick, it says discard a card that make 2 basic attacks. So, you know, the more basic attacks we make, the better. But the best part is actually this discard a card thing, because at the moment we have some cards in our deck that are like, not always, we have this Juggling Balls, we have this Healing Potion, we might not always want to play the Surge of Intellect, and if we have the option to discard them to kind of do something else with them, that's actually pretty good. Oh, Blood Moon, great. Okay, no, I'm definitely just going here and getting rid of the balls. Burn the balls. So, bop, bop, bop. I was so sure that this seed had... What's it called? Compassionate? Oh yeah, turn 1 kill. The reason Compassionate is so good is, like, I mean, besides the obvious that it just gives you more healing, is that we are always healing in increments of 1. So Compassionate is essentially doubling our healing. Let's see. See if we can take down this Cannoneer before turn 2, before their turn 2. So check this out. Now that this is reliable, you see how it's still lighting up green? It's because the ambush condition is always met, so I don't need to play it as the first card of the turn. No, I probably should have still done it just to draw a card, because I might have drawn into Vitalize, and then I could have healed off of all of my basic attacks there. So here I have the Vitalize, so I'll first play the Vitalize, I'll play the Agile Mind, then I'll do this. They're dead anyhow. Cool, so we avoided getting hit. Okay, okay, Benevolent. I mean, that's better than Compassionate. No Malice. Repetition, good intuitions. Headhunter's always fine. Probably not gonna take magic. No, not taking the time. Just taking Benevolent here. We didn't get Compassionate, we'll take Benevolent, that's fine. Okay, if I had to pick one of these fights, I'd rather fight Crimson Tracker with Daisy's Enraged than giving Daisy First Strike. Daisy with First Strike, Jesus Christ, that was a mess. So, Vitalize, Quick Jab. Quick Dab. Get the Usain Bolt skin for that one. By the way, Agile Mind, you guys haven't seen this card before. It says choose one, gain green evasion or gain blue and focus, but you gain both if memorized. If you can get this memorized and get it figmented, it's insane, because it You get it twice, and each instance gives you extra energy, and it basically just gains you a crap ton of energy. It is an insane card for a common. Even without the memorized, it's like pretty decent because it gives you evasion. And there's so many hard-hitting opponents at the start of the game that are using melee attacks that evasion will protect you from quite effectively. So we still have not found another Nova. This is a Nova-less Nova build. Try to read the chaos. Add chain. Okay, okay. I'll add chain to my Sand Nova. This decision again. Okay, okay. This game really wants me to fight the first strike Daisy. Okay, Surge, Surge, Vitalize, Quarterstaff, Quarterstaff, Quarterstaff. So this will be Sick'em and Camouflage, yeah. Okay, so this will take the focus because the opponent doesn't use any melee attacks. So see, this is where Mindstrike is kind of cool because we have this healing potion, we have this Cloak and Dagger. This Cloak and Dagger is doing nothing against the Crimson Tracker because all of his attacks are either traps or ranged. So we can just discard these and get a free basic attack out of it. So I like Mindstrike in the early game for that. I don't think it has the most amazing synergies with this build later on in the game, but it's definitely pretty good early. Yeah, I guess we just have to fight her. Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't have used my Surge last fight. I should have kept it for Daisy. That was my bad. I'm actually not going to use Vitalize here. I'm just going to use all of my basics. I just need to ratchet up the damage as quickly as possible against Daisy. You just need to kill her before she starts outscaling you. So let's see. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to take Evasion again. I'm taking Focus because now we have two separate blessings, and Daisy is always randomly dispelling at the start of turn, dispel a blessing from your opponent. And now there's a 50-50 chance that she dispels the Focus instead of the Evasion. So, no. She still dispelled the Evasion, but my theory was right, even if it didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do that there. So here we have three separate things, so I might as well play another Evasion. I mean, we're gonna kill her here anyhow, but that's what you should be trying to do with her, is kind of diversifying what you've got. So here's Surge, you can fight the Crimson Collector, fight the one bandit for the bandit camp, and then we'll have our weapon talent ready again for Garvin. Garvin Greaves. So here, I'm just going to throw this away. I'm going to assume we can kill the Crimson Collector next turn. Though, of course, well, I guess we'll see. Nope. Okay, I should have kept it, because now we're going to take an extra 6 damage and lose 3 gold and get bleeding that we could have avoided otherwise with the evasion. But that is just how it goes sometimes. Got him now. Symbol of Unity. That is kind of a very easy pick. Not because it has any sort of special synergy with what we're doing right now, but if you're in a 2-color build and you see Symbol of Unity, just take it, because it says draw a card for each type of energy you have. Unique, you have 2. This is 1 card. I'm going to play it now. It draws 2. I got a free card. Just take it. If you're in like a 3-color build, it's insane. In our Katana build where we were doing 4-color, yeah, you just play it, you draw 4 new cards for free. I mean, that was insane. I mean, with this build, to be honest, later we are actually going to probably try and get red energy. So it might come in more handy than I'm predicting right now. You see how much we're healing now off of the Vitalize, because it's 3 damage because of the Benevolent. That's tasty. Another Sand Nova. Wow. Sure, whatever. So I think in terms of Sand Novas, what you want is like 2, 3, I'd say 3. You want 3, and you want one of them to have like Echo and Figmented and make it free if you can. You want it to, so you want to dump all your keywords on one of them. You want to make one of them like the Uber Sand Nova to rule them all. However, remember that if I play one Sand Nova, it does not mean that the other one will trigger twice. It needs to be a different Nova. So we need to find some. So this is where, oh, okay. That's a little bug in the game. I played this Banner of Unity and the game hadn't loaded my energy in, so it thought I had 0, so I just did nothing. I really hope that does not cost us too much here. Yeah, playing too fast. But can we just kill him here? Yeah, okay. All right, we only lost a little bit of extra life there. Leo's Pride. So this is interesting, not because of Leo's Pride, but there is a different path that's pretty good with this build. I think it's the like the Taurus, whatever. The one that's based on basic attacks. We might be able to find it later. We're going to finish him. We're going to address the remaining. Then we're going to make them work for us because we want Serena later. And we're taking the Ill-Gotten Gains. It's probably the best of the bunch, if you ask me. We still have a Quarterstaff. Actually, the other guy can do it cheaper, can't he? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave you. Just going to leave the area. Take all our gold. Go to the merchant. Pray to the gods of Bright Candle that the merchant has some Novas for us. Ooh. Oh, hey. Yes. Okay. We have a second Nova. We have a second Nova. We're doing it. Nice. We're in it. We're in it. I'm removing another basic attack. I am conjuring this, and I am splashing the cash. So with this build, in terms of imbues and talents that you're looking for, you want Master of Arms, and there's another one called... It's like Quick Strikes or something. It conjures a random basic attack based card at the start of your turn. I'll show it to you if we find it. I really wish I remembered the name right now. Ooh, Mysterious Crates. Oh yes, free merchanting going forwards. I'm just gonna fight the Shambler straight up. Well, I still have the most amount of health. Okay, wait for the Angie to come in and play Symbol of Unity. Yes, that is how we do it. We're gonna throw away these gains. I'm just going all in on the basic attacks, not playing Vitalize. First of all, we're at full health, so we can't heal very much. Second of all, you just need to get this guy low before he hits you with his deadly attack. I can do this. That will not avoid the deadly attack. I can freeze him a little bit. Do that. I'm still going to take a lot of damage here. Oh, you damn amphibian. Why'd you do this? Let's see. Let's think this through. Agile Mind, Evasion. I don't want to play the gains yet. The reason for that is I don't want to end up in some really long fights. Make him as low as possible. I don't want to end up in some really long fight where I keep on drawing the Sin and it does a ton of damage to me. I want to whittle down the opponents a little bit, use it, and then try and get it out of my deck the very next turn by transmuting it with the Alchemist. Okay. So here, you could either go Greater Intellect, because I think that gives you another peek at a keyword with the Shrines of Trickery. You go Greater Dexterity for if you want to lean to green cards. Oh. That was a misclick. We will be right back. Okay, we're back at the level up screen. This time no misclicks. We're just gonna cycle through these very carefully. Look at what else would be available. Mobility is kind of interesting, but taking the Greater Strength, because this will give us easier access to Master of Arms is what we're... Ooh. Let's deal... Okay, Pot-Bellied Imp. This is such a good opportunity. It does make the Dante fight a lot harder, but you always deal. My god, these are bad. Oh my god. Conquest wouldn't be that bad if we had a critical hit card, if we got like Assassin's Mark. Rapid reload is like playable. I guess that's where we're at with this. Oh, shrine, yeah. Let's read the chaos. Not getting the good stuff, but I will make it reliable. I want that echo. Let's fight the troll. So what this does is conjure random arrow at the start of turn. It can actually be kind of good because, especially because of so the arcane arrow and the blunt arrow are the two really good ones. Let's do, yeah, now we have this red energy. We also need to watch out for that because this dispels a random blessing. So for instance, this guy gains a lot of regenerate and anger. We can cut that bullshit to minimum if we get a bit lucky. It's not like amazing, but it's okay. Oh yeah, and now we're drawing 3 cards off that unity thing, by the way. So we are not doing too poorly for ourselves. Let's see, let's throw away the potion. Yeah, so at the moment we're just kind of playing a standard quarterstaff build. I won't say we're doing anything too crazy. See, you can see here our Sand Nova is already striking twice, so we're getting closer towards doing the thing. Every Nova we find, we're getting closer to the thing. Oh yeah, the blunt arrow. This is the other one. Inflicts 1 daze. It basically means your opponent can do like 1 action before they get stunned. Which is really strong, especially in the early game where none of the bosses have ward for the most part. Okay, so we're starting to see the Alchemist. I think in maybe this fight or the next, I could try playing the Ill-Gotten Gains, and it wouldn't be too detrimental to me. Taking focus here because evasion doesn't matter against the Lost Ranger. I should play this the other way around. I should play the Storm Arrow just to get chain. With chain, we would have done a tiny bit more damage. So we have Vitalize, Quarterstaff. Hit twice there. Serrated Arrow. Does not trigger the Serrated Arrow's bleeding because this opponent is undead and immune to bleeding. Frost Arrow. Okay, let's draw. What's good about that draw too is it helps you find the Vitalize more often. No, nothing good. Okay, let's fight another Shambler while we still have good health. Okay, no deadly attack. Can we draw to something interesting? Let's do that and that. The U. Okay, we did not manage to get evasion, which is a bit of a shame because you can definitely evade this thing that dazes you. You can't evade the deadly attack though. So how to play this? Play this, I'll hit, I'll frost, I'll discard this. Let's get him low. The lower he is, the less damage his deadly attack does. Ouch. Now he's got it again. We should be able to kill him here. So the question is, do we play the Ill-Gotten Gains? I think we do. Oh, double opportunity. Font of Purity. Wow, okay. That is incredibly lucky, because what Font of Purity does is removes corrupted actions. So if we just drink the water, free greed removal. Another reliable. Another reliable. Let's put on the other Sand Nova. Sure, sure. Okay, Merchant. Okay, no Novas. Another Sand Nova. I'm not taking a third one until we find more other Novas. And there was nothing else good enough in there worth taking, even for 0. So this Daze isn't going to do much against this opponent because they are immune to stunned. Let's see, we can do Frost Nova, hit him. Still does damage though. Hit him. We can get quite a lot of healing in here with that Vitalize. Oh, can we just kill them? Wow, okay. Our first turn 1 kill. Oh, yes. Oh. Together with the Nova. I mean, the Master of Arms is so much better. It's harder to find too. Oh, that was okay. So the Novas are showing. The Novas are showing. They're just showing exactly when we're also seeing other really cracked. Oh, we should play the symbol first. When we're seeing other really cracked stuff. That is pretty funny. So yeah, this has got 3 stacks on it. So now each quarterstaff is doing 3 additional damage plus the 2 additional damage for every quarterstaff that is hit. And it's just like a whole cycle. Oh, another really good thing about this rapid reload actually is, you know, it's just giving us these random arrows. If our opponent has stuff like impervious, I just play this arrow and I kind of got a free removal of the impervious because I wouldn't have had that up otherwise. So that is an unsung benefit of that card. Okay, we're just gonna take a lot of damage to the face here, unfortunately. Bop. Bop. Third one. Come on, do it. Bop. Okay. Alright, you've said your bit. No, I will say mine. Throw away that healing potion. Okay, that was still quite a painful encounter. Centered Strikes is actually pretty decent too, but I don't want to take it right now because I think playing it will cost us more in terms of like tempo than just doing literally anything else will. Later on in the game, we find it and we know we can imbue it quickly, I'd take it. But at this stage of the game now. Does that kind of make sense? So the thing is, like, enchantments are obviously amazing, right? Like, so many of them do incredibly powerful things that can almost like single-handedly define a build, like Master of Arms. The thing is, if you have like 2 or 3 enchantments though, and none of them are imbued, like, what is going to happen? You're going to be taking off turns just to put in your enchantments. Meanwhile, your opponent is just wailing on you, and you're getting nothing done. So early on in the game, especially at the higher difficulties, you really need to weigh up whether or not taking any given enchantment is worth it. Because while that other enchantment, Centered Strikes, is a good enchantment, it's gonna cost me. You're paying time, right? Like you don't get to just play it for free. It has an opportunity cost. So you always need to take that into account with these things. I would usually take like 1 enchantment at a time until you can get it imbued. Like that, like that. So with this one, we're not trying to kill the Strela in 1 turn, but every quarterstaff we play makes them stronger. And every time the Strela resets their health, we just have another opportunity to kind of get them down. We do that to draw 3. I'm going to play the Sealing Potion because past Canto 3, you can't find Compassion anymore as far as I'm aware. This will kill him? Yeah. Okay. No. Interesting. Very interesting. So 3 rerolls though. So momentous just recovery. We're getting momentum from our Vitalize, but I don't think we're using it enough to trigger momentous recovery a lot. That being said, if we take it, we could obviously try and lean into momentum. Sanctifier is pretty good in the late game, but it's also not amazing. No. Oh, I mean, strength in numbers is always good. I'm gonna take strength in numbers. This is like generically good talent. Yeah, I'll just take Conduit. Every card we add to our deck is gonna give us plus the permanent maximum health. And this doesn't just apply to like cards as you would think of them, but potions count here as well. The reason I also took this Conduit is this is a pretty easy card to weave in here because it has this thing where flow 3, you draw a card. So you just play 3 cards, you activate it, it draws you a card, it gives you chain, which means your next attacks are doing more damage. And you know how we put chain, the chain keyword, on this card here, this Sand Nova? If you can see so it's glitching over them, Firecast Chain Reliable. That means that it will play into that chain as well, which is actually really good for us. So we can just chain those together and they do more and more damage and all that. Very nice. Easy destruction of that opponent. Another Agile Mind. We have quite a lot of gold now, actually. Let's see, what do we do here? Let's play the Surge, let's play the Surge, let's stun him, vitalize that. Agile Mind on focus, no point doing evasion, the Strela doesn't have any melee attacks. With our summon quarterstaffs, I'm trying to prioritize using the red energy because we don't have anything else in the deck besides Master of Arms that uses it. And if you have a card that uses generic energy, you can then prioritize it in that case. Because like if I want to play Mind Strike and only have red energy left, I can't because it costs green or blue. So use your red energy for the quarterstaffs. Okay, Symbol of Unity. There were some weird cards in this deck that I usually don't take. The symbol thing, I mean, if I see it, I'll take it, but like Conduit, I don't really usually take. Okay, I shouldn't have used blue energy because now I can't play the Frost Nova. Slightly unusual version of the build for me here. Okay, opponent's gonna play 2 Brain Pains, which is really good for us because we always aim to play out our hand, so this doesn't do much to us because it does damage to us based on the amount of cards we have left in hand. Do this. Yeah, so we can play out our entire hand here, actually. I'm even gonna play out Cloak and Dagger as far as I can. Double Brain Pain again. Okay, we should be able to kill him this turn, I'm pretty certain. So we can do Vitalize, Arcane. I'm actually gonna throw away Conduit. Oh, no, we didn't do our energy correctly, did we? Oh, no, we did. There we go. Still no more Novas. Does not matter, though. Okay, I'm gonna reset the poison here. And I'm going to just do that to reset my weapon power. I'm not going to go to the Alchemist. There is a small chance that Bolgar drops something that we might want to transmute, because I think now we can find that path that I was talking about earlier that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to actually... Oh. I should have played Mind Strike instead of the Quarterstaff. That would have given us 2 basic attack hits rather than just 1. Okay, so we're gonna draw a bunch. Bolgar can heal himself. Do that. We're gonna get some more evasion. Play that. This one also has chain. Play this to get evasion again. Quarterstaff him, poison arrow. You know, I'm actually gonna play this as well, just to get these daggers. The reasons the daggers, so usually with this card, Cloak and Dagger, you just keep it in hand to gain the 1 evasion if this is in your hand at the start of turn. But this is actually a build where we're playing it to conjure the 2 daggers isn't bad because they scale off of Master of Arms as well. Did we just try and kill him here? I think we do. Yeah. Very easy fight. Another Sand Nova. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm kind of wondering if I take the Sand Nova and just like transmute it to the side, does it prioritize other Novas? I actually have no idea how that works. Let's try it. Also, we get 3 maximum health. That being said, actually, I don't want to transmute it to the side, do I? Because I've got strength in numbers and I want to waste it all on potions. You see every time we buy a potion here, do you see how we're getting +3 health? Amazing. Just buy all the cheap ones. You can use them all in the first combat. The potions themselves don't really matter. We're just trying to get the maximum health. Especially after imbuing with that imp stole 20 of our maximum health. Okay, opportunity. Cloaked Stranger. Oh, this is really good. Try to see he was underneath the cloak. And then you get free Perception. Perception is a really good talent. You get a free green energy in your first turn. And if your opponent has first strike, like here, rather than them first striking you, they get stunned in their first turn. So first strike will never bother you again. So let's use potions as we draw them. Let's do that. Do that. Put Conduit. Now we just have a ton of these, don't we? Yeah. No other ones. So we now have an Impervious. We can take one of his hits for free. Just play all the potions, whatever. It doesn't really matter what they do. Very good. Yeah, because our maximum health is now already back at 111. After having been down to like 85 just before. So sick. I'm actually gonna play this just to get these daggers in. So we'll evade this, dodge, easy. I'll play this. Yeah, get that vitalize. Get some extra 6 health on the way out. Always good. So this is sometimes what your quote-unquote we just need to hurt ourselves to get out of this. What your quote-unquote Nova runs can look like if you don't find Supernova. You're trying to piece it together. There's definitely a work in progress here. Doing pretty well though. We're chonking the opponents pretty hard. Okay, Vitalize, Frost Nova, Conduit. Play this and gain evasion. Nice. Merchant. More Sand Novas, huh? Wow, you're being very unhelpful. Aura of Divinity is actually not a bad imbue here, but we want to imbue Master of Arms first. I'm gonna leave it. I don't think it's good enough to take at the moment. Ooh, do we take the 50 gold? I think we do. Oh, the greed triggers that too, doesn't it? Okay, give us something good. We got memorized. Okay, so we're gonna give Agile Mind memorized, which will just mean that it triggers both of its statuses going forward. That is busted. Ooh, card game. Let's join the game. Hangman. Always take Hangman. You get Troven's Blessing. What does Troven's Blessings do? Whenever you gain gold, gain an equal amount of health. It is really, really good. Unfortunately, in the canter where you pick it up, you also get this debuff, or at the start of turn, inflict 5 poison on both combatants. Oops, didn't mean to play that sequence. So you are going to be taking more damage as well, but in the long run of the game, it's definitely worth it. Let's draw some cards. Fortunately, all influenced by the slow. Yeah, this guy's slow can be pretty nasty. If you have the mobility talent, you got to ignore it, but we don't. Oh, he got his full combo off on us. That's really painful. Let's see. Okay, we actually did a lot more damage there than I thought we were going to. Spooky, spooky. Oh, actually, I just passed on a card there I really should have taken. Psst. There was a card there that's actually meant for the Demonic Knight. And what it does is you can destroy a card in your deck and then it replaces it with a base copy of that card, and every time you add it, if you have strength in numbers, it triggers it. So I really should have taken that. Yeah, because that's one of the benefits of playing like a wild deck like this that has tons of different colors in it, is you can get these random cards that you shouldn't really have. This is always a scary opponent. Let's draw all the cards we can. Play that, play that, play that. Says Chain, okay, play you. Sanguinely Scry. think we can kill him here. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're still on a pretty low... Another Sand Nova, pretty low maximum health, but we can finally get Master of Arms imbued and go to this campsite and heal myself. I'm not really too concerned about buying any cards right now. Ember Elemental. Okay, this is a fight where sometimes you can also lose a lot more health than you think you were going to. Let's see though. Let's draw. Oh, that's good, Vitalize. No, I'm gonna throw this away and do 2 basics. That'll heal me for more. Ooh, and I got the Frost Nova as well. So going forwards, our Sand Novas will trigger twice. So we're still looking for Echo on the Sand Nova. We're still looking for Figmented. And we're just looking for more and more Novas. That is still part of what we're doing here. I'm actually going to play this. Just get some more hits in here and heal some more. Okay, we're almost at 6 focus. If you have 6 or more focus, you start drawing an additional card per turn. Sometimes with these fights that go a bit longer, it can actually be quite nice. Oh, should have played Vitalize first. Yeah, that was 6 life I just missed out on there. But I really didn't have to. Okay, Strong Arms, very good. Deadly Accuracy. No. That's not bad. Toxic Trash, no. Battle Prowess, no. So, Vexing Alteration. I mean, Mage Slayer is actually almost... I'm wondering now. So, Vexing Alteration is interesting. It can add Echo to a card, but it could also just, like, add Persistent and +5 upgrades, which, like... Or Chain. I don't know. Because that's something really stupid. Strong Arms is definitely a lot better. Because what Strong Arms is doing is essentially all of our basic attacks are doing +5 damage, which is insane. Wow, this is going to be the most reliable deck the world has ever seen. I put reliable on Conduit there, so the flow state is always triggered. Yeah, you see now it's just triggered. Even though we have 0-3 flow, if I play it now, it'll do the flow thing. I should have played those the other way around to get the chain. I can do that. Get a bit of chain. And then play that. Throw away the Cloak and Dagger. Just need to kill these guys as quickly as possible. Let's draw. Let's play that. Let's draw. Play that. These are triggering twice already. That's pretty good. I should play Quick Jab first just to draw. Get more stuff. Get Chain. Yeah, play it again. Draw. Very nice. Okay. If I see that Void Knight card again, though, I'm taking it. I'm pretty gutted I missed it. I was just not thinking about that. That's also a card I've never actually played in this build because I usually don't see strength in numbers. But yeah, that would have been like the perfect moment to play it. So by the way, these guys don't do anything if you manage to do more damage than they have heavy burden stacks. So that's kind of the little mini game that's going on here with these guys. Can be kind of hard to trigger though sometimes. Yeah, but we're doing pretty well. Yeah, this Master of Arms and the Strong Arms talent here, +5 on every basic attacks. Even these daggers are just dealing 17. This is insane. It kind of just, like, none of them individually are amazing, but you combine them and all of a sudden you've got something great. Yes, very, very nice. Chaos Nova, way! 3rd Nova, more than halfway through the run. We're doing it, we're doing it. The Chaos Nova is also a really nice one to have, not because of what it does, but because it costs no energy. We're taking the right one, taking the Amber, going Amber, going forwards, we're squeezing through, we're getting the gold. That was a lot of gold for a dexterity run. So we're gonna do Serena first, and then I'll think about the the Overseer afterwards. Reach for the crystal. We're focusing on the Bloodluster Pride. Does not matter here. And then we can fight Serena. You know what, actually? Because she is dominated, having all these reliable cards might just come in clutch at some point. Might also do absolutely nothing, but we'll find out. Let's see, let's throw away this. Just need to do the most amount of basic attacks possible. Dagger, dagger, quarterstaff, quarterstaff. So what's really nice about this build as well, this is like a scaling build that kind of functions similar to Fury or Anger build. We don't actually have a blessing, and Serena can steal your blessing. So sometimes when you're playing an Anger build, you run into Serena, she just like takes you to town because you stack a ton of anger and then she just takes it from you, and then you're just sat there holding the bag, and it is pretty brutal. Oh, nice. Okay, that was pretty easy. What can you give us? Avatar of Blight. I mean, interesting, but no thanks. Anyhow, please join us. Go away, lady. Okay, do we fight the Amber Overseer? So the Amber Overseer fight is like, it's such a train wreck. Because you're trying to not give him too much anger, but you're also like still trying to kill him, right? I mean, I could do so much damage to him here, but the problem is he just gonna hit me twice as hard back? And the answer is like probably yes. But you can't like not do it, right? Like, are you supposed to not do it? I don't know. Oh, so perfect. So we got him to exactly 10 anger, and then it removed all of his anger. If had we been playing on Impossible, he would now swing at us for like 18 bajillion damage, and we'd probably die. So hats off to hard mode today. That was a tricky boss. Okay, campsite. I'm actually going to buy cards this time because I have pretty full health. Nope. Alter Memory is a good card, though. So it's actually Mental Assault. Ah, but we don't have a Scholar. So Alter Memory. Do you remember before we were shown that one talent that said, like, whenever you draw a memorized card, it costs less? This is kind of the card that's, like, the ultimate combo piece with that. I am getting this because what we can do is memorize like 4 or 5 cards in our deck. We go Thorn Repast. Always Thorn Repast. You can memorize 4 or 5 cards in your deck, and then you just always have the same starting hand, and then you can just combo your Novas together in a perfect sequence every single time. It makes such a difference in the long run. It is so good. Especially if you can get something like Insatiable Curiosity that draws you more cards. We're bottling this because that adds a potion to our deck, which triggers our strength in numbers. We're going to read the chaos. Wow, it's so reliable. Oh my god. I'm going to put one on Vitalize. Why the hell not? Go to the merchant. Sand Nova. Ah, the red one. Very good. Enchanter, we do not have a second enchantment yet. Okay, so stay on the lookout for a good enchantment. If we found Center Strikes now, I'd take it. Agile Mind, Symbol of Unity, draw a bunch, draw even more. Okay, so we can play Chaos Nova, which inflicts a random affliction, then repeat for the Novas. All the other Novas work. We do that. And quick thing, play Conduit, Panacea, Vitalize, Bob. Cool. Okay, so we've already played 2 Novas so far. Ouch. So, Alter Memory. We're going to play this once. We can give a random card. We can give a card memorized. I'm actually going to start by giving Chaos Nova memorized, because that is the easiest Nova card to play, because it costs no energy. Nothing interesting there. Opportunity. Ambush. These guys are annoying because they shuffle your deck if they get to go first, and then you don't see your memorized cards on top. So like, this is pretty cool. So we get Frost Nova, Chaos Nova, Sand Nova. Yeah, so that's already hitting 3 times now. So that's already a pretty good start. Still really want Echo on that thing though. I'm actually like pretty surprised how unlucky we've been with these shrines. The amount of reliable is actually kind of funny. I feel like it must be pretty statistically unlikely out of all the keywords we could have seen that we'd seen that one that many times. You know, righteousness is not actually that bad. I get quite a few blessings. If we take righteousness so we can make it cost less energy, it's actually really good. We already have Sanguine Scrying, it's fine. Surge of Dexterity. Yep. See, these guys all have first strike. That perception talent we got for free earlier is kicking their asses. So stone, chaos, sand. Always play the sand one last if you can, so it triggers the most amount of times. So we're now dazed, so we can play 8 actions total. I definitely want to play this. And I'm going to get the one that has the most amount of stuff on it. Firecast Chain Reliable. Play you to get rid of that. Play you. These can probably kill him. Nice. Nice. Okay. No. We don't have any basics, not Weapon Master. We don't really freeze any. Actually, we do. Shattering Strike's good in this build. Not Mythology. Ooh, Stalker. Okay, Anger Management, no. No. Is Shattering Strike's good? Because we do apply Frozen to our opponent. I've never taken it before. Let's try it. I think it's might actually really sick. Very interesting. We're gonna put one on Vitalize as well. Small Fortune, bling bling bling. You see how we're healing there whenever we pick up gold now? That's pretty good stuff. That is the Troan's Blessing we got from the Hangman before, by the way, this thing. So we play Vitalize, Chaos Nova, Quick Jab, Stone Nova, Sand Nova. Always play as many Novas as you can before you play the last one. Yeah, Shattering Strikes. Interesting. I mean, I think the opponents here are like immune to cold, or at least some of them are. So I'm not sure how useful it's actually going to be. I'm going to play this. I'm going to definitely memorize the Symbol of Unity. What you need to remember, though, is when you're memorizing cards, if you are memorizing more cards than you're actually drawing in your first turn, which is usually 5. Oh, wait, check this out. So they're frozen. Now these all critically strike. That is disgusting. Wow. Yeah, so if you have more memorized cards than cards you're drawing at the start, the game will just start like randomly drawing from your memorized card pool. At least I think that's how it's interpreted. So if you have like 10 memorized cards and you're only drawing 5, it'll just draw you 5 of those. Which can be a bit tricky. So if you know you're only drawing 5, don't memorize more than 5 cards. If that makes sense. Okay, now I'm actually starting to wonder if the Frost one, Frost Nova is now the best Nova now that we have Shattering Strikes. I've never done that before. That's so funny. So Alter Memory, how many memorized cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, almost passed my turn there. 1, 2, 3. Only 3? I'll definitely... Do I want to play it, actually? I feel like I want to do this. I didn't daze him because I had frozen. Damn. I did not think about that. I'm going to throw away the Cloak and Dagger. This still has reliable. I thought maybe I'd draw into something else that's reliable. So I have 3 memorized cards then? Is that it? So I can still do 2 more to sculpt my perfect starting hand. This guy's actually doing a lot of damage to me. I wish he'd stop. Vitalize. Hey, you. Frost Nova again. I mean, do I actually want to take it, though? I think I actually want a second Frost Nova. So my usual advice would be 1 of every Nova. besides Sand Nova, because the other ones, they're just there to tick the box. Did I play a Nova? Yes, tick. Did I play it? Tick. I don't care what it does. No, we have Shattering Strikes. Just got very interesting. Okay, no, so we have more that are memorized. Memorized, the other two. So I play this, and I can get a 5th card memorized. And it should be one of the Frost Novas, right? Yeah, because that's now actually important. We can play Frost Nova, we can play this. Yeah, all this Frozen is actually hurting us pretty badly. So we need to pick up 1 or 2 cards here that we're not actually interested in playing because we need to burn them at the altar to cleanse the Snowstorm effect. I'll play Stone Nova, play this. I have to say those critical hits, they were juicy. Oh! Yeah, we'll take the Center Self, whatever. We also gain +3 health from that. Ooh, Succubus, hello! I might have some puppets, namely the bandits. Infinite gold. We'll sleep amongst the flower. I think we get luck for this as well, don't we? There's a way of getting more luck out of that event. Don't know how it works. I go to this campsite. Oh, actually buy cards. Ooh, okay. So barbarism would be an interesting thing to add. But not so interesting that I won't reroll here. Televan Rum, that's definitely something we'll take because it's a consumable. I mean, Stone Legends is actually really good. I'm gonna show you why. I don't care about Stone Legends itself. I don't think the card is really gonna do anything in our build. But the reason I want it is I'll show you when we're into this next combat, if I manage to draw it. So what Stone Legends does is it conjures a weapon into your deck, and would you believe it, but that triggers strength in numbers, and you can just do it every combat. It's busted. Let's hit you, play this, let's get all the critical hits in. Oh my god, that guy just melted. Didn't even get to draw our Stone Legends. Okay, but that does mean that I didn't actually draw any. I didn't get an enchantment for the enchanter, so we're still on the lookout for that. Centered Strikes would be good. I can't really think of anything else. Let's do this. Play you. Let's freeze them. Let's bop them. All right, your go. Do what you can. Okay, Stone Legends. Look at my health down here at the left. I play it, boom, bam. So it puts this card into my deck, Monolith, which is this really, really sick basic attack. I'll drink this rum here, just get out of my deck. Yeah, we can just do that every combat we find it, and it itself is actually not a bad card, so I won't mind drawing the Monolith. Let's go fight the mini-boss. Prove his worth. Okay, let's start with Chaos Nova, Stone Nova. So I have all my Novas in my hand, actually. That's not bad. I can play by Sand Nova. Ooh, the crits. It's out of control. I actually should have played this Blunt Arrow first, because the thing is, he's now applied a bunch of Frozen to me, and this won't trigger the Dazed anymore. So I should have played Blunt Arrow, then I should have played Mind Strike. That was some bad sequencing. I could be avoiding all of this damage right now. Okay, so we have all of our memorized cards now, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if I memorize a 6th card now, it's not actually going to work until we find a card that draws us more cards in upkeep. So what I want to do with this altar memory now is either transmute it or just get rid of it somehow. Thing is, I want to go to the Alchemist and buy a bunch of potions because we have so much gold now. Oh, what's that? You have potions for sale? I never knew. Oh my god, wow. Thank you. And then we can remove a card. I'm actually not going to burn the altar memory. I'm going to burn one of these potions. And the reason I'm doing that is you can transmute the altar memory to something better later. And I'm considering keeping it until then, unless something else presents itself. So let's do that. Let's get rid of some of these potions while we can. Play that. Let's draw. Let's play these potions while we can. Okay, play that. Play that. Play that. Hit you a bunch. That's not good. Great talent to get right now would be Lionheart, actually, because I think we're healing quite a bit, and that would help quite a lot against Dante. I would play the Stone Legends while we can. Heal up, heal up. Yeah, 190 maximum health. That's really good. Return to Dust. Oh, we don't really have Agile in our deck. It's not a mechanic we're dealing with today. So we're going to enter the cave. We're going to continue, take the right tunnel, help the cub, get 50 golds. Because we needed gold. And we're going to fight Hildoon. Hildoon can be a little bit of a pain here because she has darkness, which prevents our on-hit effects from actually triggering. So you need to just kind of wear her out a bit before you actually start doing real damage. That being said, because we're doing critical hits and we have Master of Arms that scales regardless of us actually connecting, we're able to burn through it there a lot quicker than I thought we'd be. Yep, we've got this Jinx, play the Poison Arrow. That's another benefit of this rapid reload is, again, you know, before we use the arrow to destroy the opponent's Impervious, there we used it to burn her Jinx. So let's play some of these potions so that they're not in our deck later when they're annoying. Let's hit. Altar Memory can go away. So what does this even do? Foretell a bunch. Take that. Take that. Take that. I can hit her with 2 daggers. I'll probably kill her. Oh yeah, daggers coming in clutch. Is Arcane Transfusion good here? Oh yeah, there's the brain training. So when you draw, we've got so much energy anyhow. No. Is Arcane Transfusion good here? I think it is, because we have so much maximum health. I've never taken this talent. Because we have so much maximum health, right? It just does not matter. So we lose 50, but we're starting each fight with the amount of health we have. Do I want to remove something here? Yes. Get rid of the Troll Blood potion. And now we're going to start this battle with 148 barrier. Wow. I've never done that together with like Arcane Transfusion and Strength. I never used that talent. That's just so funny to me right now. I'll just hit you a bunch while we still can. Now you're going to go Sicko mode, Invincible. So we now have like 10 trillion frozen on us, so our Sand Nova will not do any damage. However, it will still tick up the Master of Arms stack, so I'm still going to play it just to get the stacks here. In the long term, that'll outweigh whatever regeneration he's getting from us playing our abilities. So we're going to play that, so everything critically hits. Stone Legends, of course. Whatever, just draw here. Still play this, doesn't matter. So he still hasn't even gotten through like 1/4 of our barrier. This is pretty funny. Hey, is Arcane Transfusion good? Who knew? Not me. I can do one more ability here. Sure. Drink this healing potion. I'll play this as well. Who cares? One other card I'd like to make memorize is the Cloak and Dagger, but I don't want to do it like instead of the other stuff. All right, die. Okay, drop a sick enchantment right now. Okay, that is an enchantment. It's not very sick. Leo's Pride. Is this like a focus-based one? It's not that great. I'm unfortunately just gonna have to not get anything imbued here today. I'm gonna get this thingy though, the Prism. Explore some more. So, Enchanter. Memorize something. Just doesn't matter at this point, does it? Again, it's gonna be such a mess if I memorize anything. But then again, actually, if I memorize Sanguine Scrying... Oh wait, no, so this is actually a way to work around it, because see, if I memorize Symbol of Unity or Sanguine Scrying, the chance I'll have one of them in my starting hand is pretty high, which means then if I cast it, I'll draw onto the other memorized cards that are on top of my deck. So I guess it kind of gives me like an artificial hand extension. Obviously, it's not guaranteed that either one will be in my starting hand. I guess one might also get burnt as well. Yeah, that's something we need to look out for here. So we do this, this, this. Smack, smack, smack. Okay, 154 barrier. So, okay, having a blessing this high for the most part, very, very good. However, when we're fighting, if we choose to fight against Baylor, which I'm starting to think I actually won't do, Baylor converts your biggest blessing into a random affliction. And he could convert this into like doom or burning, and we would just instantly die. So I'm thinking I might actually not fight Baylor if he pops up. Nothing here. There you are, Baylor. Try to read the chaos. Oh, come on. Such a cheese ball. No, I don't want to fight you, Baylor. Go away. Stop looking at me. Ah, I didn't wait for the end. That's annoying. I hate that. Yeah, so against all these guys, this barrier is unbelievably good. But yeah, not against every opponent. I'm just kind of playing stuff here. I'm not really thinking about the sequence. It doesn't really matter. This guy can't hit us as long as we have evasion and barrier and all that. I'm not really too bothered what he does. Die. Oh, here it is. Taurus's Rage. After you make 3 more basic attacks in a turn, gain green, blue, and advance. This is a very good path for this build. Let's kill the priests. Always prioritize the priests when you can. There's a few builds where it's kind of worth not killing them because the supposed downsides they have on you are actually upsides. We are not one of those builds. So I'm gonna make one more thing. Memorize then. Because we have the Frost Nova. We have that. I mean the Prism? Nah, you just get the other Nova, just so we're Novaing out. Yeah, inflict your burning. Very interesting. Cool. Ooh, elite weaponry. Kind of pointless, but I'll take it. I just like it. Opportunity. Don't mind if I do. So we'll draw. We'll draw. We'll play all of our Novas. We'll play Nova, Nova, Nova. Very good. So I guess the one downside of having the barrier before anything else is that even if we get evasion, the barrier is applying before the evasion because we applied it first. I'm not taking this. Which means that no matter how much evasion we stack up, our opponent's damage is always going to hit the barrier. So our evasion is kind of like not really doing anything anymore, but who knows, maybe Dante can burn through it, won't be surprised. He is very strong. So you see there, we didn't draw either of the 2 card draw memorized cards. So that little trick I mentioned earlier is not pan out 100%, but now we should draw both of them, yeah. Okay, elite weaponry. None of these really matter. Let's take the tower shield. I'm just doing it to get the maximum health. Let's draw. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just freeze him. Ah, damn. Okay, I played that wrong. Yeah, no, I didn't want to play the Aurora Prism because I wanted to play my hand out, but I used the wrong energy there. Anyhow, all this guy's stuff is on hit, so whatevs. Too much barrier. Let's draw. Let's draw. And let's kill him. There we go. Centaur's Truth. This is also a path that works really well with this deck because we are drawing quite a few extra cards. Okay, so we have defeated all of the... Ah, oh, if only I still had the legendary weapon thing. You know what though, you can... I don't know, probably not a good idea, but take my prism. Okay, that was a horrendous trade. Try to read the chaos. We got it! We got Echo. We finally freaking got Echo. Yes! Take that. Okay. Do we fight Baylor? Oh, that's so scary. Okay. It's just if he converts into Burning, we just die. Okay, I'm gonna fight Baylor, and I'm gonna reserve the right to save scum this. I don't even know if we can kill him quickly enough for any of this to matter anyhow. Let's do that, let's do that. Let's play that. We also can't freeze him because of the ward, which is very annoying. Let me throw away the cloak. Let's get some damage going. Oh yeah, there's the Echo. You see how I played it twice? Okay, we got 150 vulnerable. Okay, so we're taking double, so 150, each stack of vulnerable, you take 10% more damage, but it caps out at 100. Otherwise, we'd be taking, what, 1,500% extra damage, which is pretty sick, actually. You got me, Baylor. That's pretty funny. But we are taking double damage now, so that is nothing to scoff at. Spooky. Maybe our gratitude will cleanse it. Cleanse! Oh my god, it actually did! Okay. We're on a roll. Let's get rid of your ward. Let's freeze you and let's start critically hitting you. Is this the Echo one? No. We don't have that one in hand. Okay, okay, hey, we're doing this. We're doing this. Okay, so we do not Monolith because we want to get the Dazed on him and he has wards. So we're gonna try and do some other stuff first. Let me throw away this Diligence. Bop. Well, he's too much ward. We can't really avoid this, right? Oh, we triggered our Mark of the Taurus, so we got the Mark of the Taurus talent. This is a talent you can get multiple times. Basically, basic attacks deal additional damage equal to the upgrades on your card rewards, and you can, like, there's a few different ways you can get better card rewards. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good to have, and you can get it over and over again, so every combat, in theory, you could get another stack of it. Let's kill him. Okay, we got pretty lucky there with the blessing. Oh, is bar fight good? Because we're doing critical hits. This would be like a second copy of Master of Arms. Seems a bit greedy. Let's do it. I've never used bar fight before. Oh man, there's lots of firsts in this run. I have to say, I'm actually using a lot of weird tech here that I had not thought about. Okay, Chaos, Frost, and... Oh, yeah, the Echoed Copy coming in so clutch there with all the critical hits. Yeah, the Transfusion. I don't think there's any opponents that can straight up steal Blessings at this point in the game anymore. If we run into one though, I'll be very sad. Let's hit you. Let's center self. Can't play that. No red energy left. Burn 'em. You don't steal Blessings, do you? I don't remember you doing that. Play the path. Very, very good. Yeah, you don't get any XP from that because you have to kill the Dreadlord twice, unless you slay him with like banners or deep wounds or whatever. So let's draw. Let's gain energy, Chaos Nova, Stone Nova, Frost Nova, Sand Nova. Probably should have played Vitalize first there, that was a mistake. Doesn't really do anything here. I'll just do this now. Yeah, I could have gained a lot of life and got a bunch of momentum there. That was a mistake. So we're dominated. What do we play? Kind of what I wanted to play anyhow. Do this again. Just critically strike you to oblivion. Ooh, Insatiable Curiosity. Okay, we do not want Infused Power. Do not want Creativity. Do not want Weapon Master. Do not want Spike Plating. Do not want Wave Dancer. Yeah, Insatiable Curiosity is like by a mile and a half the best talent here. Do we get another Sand Nova? I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world, but I'm good, actually. Oh, it was a second Baylor. We can roll the dice again. What is it gonna do to us? I use stronger. 224 armor, 193 barrier. Let's draw. Let's do this. Play that. Taurus Rage. We probably should have prioritized. Again, I'm just doing that all out of order. So Taurus Rage, if you've never used a path before, they basically have a condition, and whenever you fulfill the condition, you advance, and then you do another thing, and once you've done the third thing, they do like some crazy effect. So this Taurus one is all about playing basic attacks, and like, you know, would you know it? That's what we're trying to do. I would just kill him here with Mind Strike. Very good. No, definitely do not need another Mind Strike. Oh, the Enchanter. Yes, you're still here. So I'm actually going to try and buy cards again. Maybe we find something even crazier. I mean, Renewing Insight is actually really good. So is Multi-Shot. I feel like those are better than Bar Fight. Is Multi-Shot the way to go here? We do gain a bit of evasion. We don't get a lot of it. We do gain some of it. We do already have a bit of sustain, but you never know. No, I'm taking Multi-Shot. I'm just gonna buy it. I don't know. Just do it. Okay, now we have to fight. No, we can go to the Defiled Sanctum and we can back off until we find the Enchanter. Here we go. I'm going to imbue Renewing Insights. The reason I want the Multi-Shot is for... Aw, now we have to waste one of these. That sucks. Do you have anything good? I mean, Battle Cry is always good. Oh, here's that. Okay. We're getting some real jank here. The reason you want... I'm gonna have some puppets, give him Julius. Good intuitions. The reason you would want to get cards that conjure cards, when you're fighting the Spine is burning cards from your deck every time you shuffle through your deck, and if you can feed it conjured cards, it won't burn like real cards and you'll never run out. That is a painful lesson I've learned in this game. You need to have something to feed the spine. Okay, you still have wards. Can we break the wards? No. Oh well. No frozen for us. Yeah, this is pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, see that momentum, playing the Vitalize first, you get all the momentum to draw all these cards. It does make a huge difference. Really makes a huge difference. I have all this crap in my deck now, actually. Okay, I'll show you guys how this thing works now. Dark Renewal. So I'm going to play this. I choose a card in my deck, ideally a card that has not been upgraded before and that's already in my discard. So for instance, Stone Legends. I remove it, it destroys it, it adds a new copy to my deck, and down at the left you saw I triggered my my strength in numbers. The only downside is you then get a defiled energy, which I have to say up until this moment I had not thought about that, and now I'm instantly taking back everything I said about that card. I think it's actually really bad because this defiled energy is going to troll the shit out of us. Yeah, I had not thought about that. You know what, maybe it's my subconscious earlier telling me like, don't take it, it actually sucks. Okay, Defiled Sanctum. I'm just gonna back off again. Have we missed anything? Nope. Okay, we're taking both windows. Okay, so we're going into this Dante fight with a decent amount of cards in our deck that are actually not good. Okay, that's that. Void Knight one. Bit sketchy now that I think about it. I'm still gonna try and use it towards the end of the fight if the fight is going well, just to get the maximum health out of it. But firing it off turn one, I think, is actually a bit sketch now that I am a bit more composed. Alright, let's play that. Let's draw that one, that one. He's still got his ward. Do that, that'll take care of one of them. Play that. Alright, we'll just play this. Just start wailing on him. Yeah, you just gotta get your stacks going. Unfortunately, I did not get the mark of the Taurus from the start here, or this path of the Taurus or whatever, because I could have gotten quite a few stacks in it already. Let me see. So one thing I actually could do, because this has the secondary function where it says if it is memorized, destroy it. There are cards here I do not want anymore, right? I do not want... I actually don't want the dark... Oh, I can't remove it because it's cursed. Oh my god. Have I done myself dirty here today? I do not want the center self anymore, so I'm going to memorize that, and then in the next combat, if we get there, I'm going to destroy it with the memorize. Throw away this terror. Hit you again. Yeah, this ward is actually, it's doing quite a lot of work here. But so is our ward. Our ward is coming in hot. This thing has already provided a lot of protection. I'm gonna play that one. That one. Play this one. Hope it echoes all the way through. Yeah, I think we got him here. Nice. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. But as it goes, when you're on hard or impossible, there is a whole nother level to this stuff. So the spine is where this gets really, really tricky, because even though we have pretty good scaling damage, it can be pretty hard to scale harder than the spine does. Because that is, yeah, it's basically just a scaling fight, like who can scale harder, right? Oh, sure. Turn one kill, I'll take it, I'll take it. So we do get our surge. We go hit the spine. Thank you. And it will be a fight for maximum health. Let me see. Can draw into this. Do a usual sequence. Red energy, blue energy, symbol, chaos, Taurus, center self, vitalize, Sandnova. Yeah, just getting this armor between every single hit, which is a little bit of a pain because it's kind of halving how much damage we're doing. Not playing the Dark Renewal yet. Let's do bar fight. Okay, this is kind of pointless now, but I will play this just to show you it. Destroy the center self. That is gone. So that's the secondary function of that card. If you're kind of over something, you can just burn it that way. Let's hit him, and let's throw away this poison arrow. Just need more and more basics. We need to scale the quarterstaves, we need to scale bar fight, we need to scale... Where is it? Master of Arms? I can't click on it, everything's moving so quickly. There it is, Master of Arms. Okay, so now the next card we play is going to be Burned via Vile Decay, which is really good that we now have these summon cards. So now that has consumed the Jinx, and we don't have to lose a real card to it, essentially. Play that as well, so we have both the paths ticking. I will use this, get as many basic attacks as possible. Whew. So will this go through? No, it won't. Unfortunate. Yeah, the monolith doesn't need to connect to apply its daze, and the opponent had too much armor there, unfortunately. Okay, next, first damage is being reflected back as Doom. That's pretty scary, but maybe we can hit them with something small like that. Yeah. Beautiful. So frozen, and then go in for 2 basics here. Yeah, so critically strike. The problem is this Doom is doing work on us underneath the barrier. So that's something we do need to watch out for. Let's see, let's hit him, surge, quick strike, let's draw, Chaos Nova, Sand Nova. Still have chain, so let's play this before the chain falls off. Oh, we found Vitalize again, doesn't do anything. This will daze again, that's really good. Then we can just pass. So the opponent will be able to do one thing and then they're stunned. I think we can take them down here. It's that. Bop them. Just need to find... Ideally we find another... Don't mind if I burn that now. Find another Sand Nova. Oh, we're actually not going to find it. It's a bit of a shame. Alright, we can prepare ourselves though. We can stun him again. Play the cloak. Get 2 more big hits in. Okay, next turn. We've definitely got him next turn though. Yeah. Oh, those arrows have actually been really good. Oh wait, 7 jinxed. I didn't think about that. That'll go through because it's reliable. This is a basic attack, so it also goes through. This doesn't. This... That gets blocked. Oh, these are all reliable. Oh my god. Guys. All of those reliables. All of those reliables we were making fun of the whole time. Defeated the Jinx. Holy crap. Okay, maybe reliable is the best keyword in the game. Wait. Alright, I would say that was a pretty good run. That was a pretty damn good run. So, what could we have done better there? We didn't see any Novas for the longest time at the beginning, which is just down to bad luck. We picked them up when we found them. I think we never found the Chain Nova, which is probably the second best one. However, once we got the Shattering Strikes, the Frost thing became really, really, really good. The Frost Nova. We also had some other random things. Yeah, Strength in Numbers came in super clutch. That was amazing. The Arcane Transfusion combined with the Strength in Numbers, that was crazy. I've never had those two together, never thought about that, so I'm really happy that we got to see that together. The memorizing stuff is really good. This Dark Renewal, I kind of forgot that it defiles your energy, so don't take that. That was a bit of an oopsie. I should have probably gotten rid of this Alter Memory earlier and gotten rid of the Surge of Intellect, and this Tower Shield we didn't really need either. That being said, I guess because we were drawing so many cards and we had so much life, it was okay to have like a bit of trash in the deck, so to speak. But we got the most important stuff. We got Master of Arms. We obviously got the Sand Nova. We did manage to get it echoed in the end. If you can get it echoed and figmented, that's even better, because then you get to echo it twice. It plays itself 4 times. You can have just one shot like even boss opponents in the first turn with that. But yeah, otherwise that was a pretty overall competent run of the Supernova Quarterstaff Seeker. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you'd like to see next time. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And I hope you can bury Dante in sand yourself. And see ya. Till next time.